Hey y'all. So, Buddy and Mona think I'm talking to them. And I kind of am. And I'm talking to y'all. So they were with me last week when we did all the things. It started out a good week. I was getting things done. And I recorded a lot of them. And so this week, I'm going to show you those things. Because a couple of reasons. Okay, I started hunting the rattlesnake on Monday, and that's all I did on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, it's not all I did. It's all I could think about, even when I was doing the other stuff. So whenever you see me doing this stuff, like I worked on Bob's swamp cooler, and I also worked on the greenhouse swamp cooler. And I also checked my batteries at my place, the water house. I still haven't looked in on Bob's batteries because I know they're different and I'm not ready for that yet. So, what you'll see in this video is me taking care of business, despite my fears, because these are things I know how to do, but I'm not quite sure how to get at them. I accomplished things. I put a water pump in the greenhouse swamp cooler, replaced it, and got that one running good. Then I also worked at Bob's place. But what happened was that it was on a Friday morning, and Mona's place we're in a extreme heat warning. I think it's going away now. It's just regular heat now. Especially after the storm that blew through here in the middle of the night. It was amazing. Wow. We are staying cool, and that's what we try to do. And you have to have water. You have to have running pumps. You have to have fans. So I have done all those things. And what I did at Bob's place was increase the water flow onto the material that the fan blows through or draws air through to cool it. And that seems to have worked for the moment. It has greatly improved, but it's still not sufficient. The problem is, the day I did that, I overdid. It was very hot. I was done by 9:30 in the morning. But you'll see. Lizard. I overdid. So that when I got in on Friday morning, it took me a while to recover. I'm still recovering. Because I got in a bad way. I didn't mean to. I thought I was doing enough, but I didn't take into account the wind. I didn't take into account the extreme activity that I was doing. So I'm suffering for it now. That's why you're seeing last week's work this week, because so far I've not done much of anything. Except for a great accomplishment was the batteries. And getting the batteries. They're lead acid batteries. There's 8 in the water house, 2 in my tiny. And all of them needed water. And you'll see what a manipulation that was. I did not film myself doing it because I was having a hard enough time getting the energy to just do it. But it was something that had to be done. So I did it. Oh my goodness. So that's the beginning of the week. It is, what day is this? This is Tuesday. I have just scheduled tomorrow's video about the rattlesnake. And truth is, I thought it was just a small rattlesnake until I saw it on the video. It was really that big. It was big. It was a big booger. So anyway, it was just, it was hard having having the enemy staying on my property. But what was funny, the first day I was pretty shook up. The second day, as you saw, when I shot under the water tank and couldn't find a dead snake, by the time I went up there the last time, I was like, I've had it with you. I have had it. 3 days of high anxiety is enough. So, I get braver. And right now, yeah, that's what I do. Next time I need to check the water in the batteries. Oh, I did my truck too. That's what reminded me. Oh yeah, there's batteries everywhere I gotta check. It'll be a whole lot easier next time, because I kind of got a system. After you do 8 in a row, you get a system. It's the beginning of the week, still. And who knows what's going to happen. Y'all stay tuned. I love y'all. Okay, so this is where all my batteries are. Not to where I live. These are the batteries that run the water pump, and they are also wired so that they could send power using this. That's where that goes. And then it goes under the ground and out to the greenhouse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 batteries. Let's see if I can get it close up. For those of you, yeah, these were bought November and December of 2020. All those caps have to come off, and you see how there's wires everywhere, but you can still see dirt. I got the preliminary dirt off. They have to come off. And I have ordered a little, maybe I need to come over here where it's not so noisy. As soon as I walked away, it stopped. I ordered a squeezy bulb with a tube so I can get the water and do it that way. So I don't have to pour and less spillage. So I started the project. What a relief. Okay, the other project is the leaking valve on a water tank. And what I have done, I found this. And all of our water goes from tank to tank through these big PVC pipes, right? Well, what I'm going to do is cut the pipe and put this on it so that the one that doesn't work, I can drain it, pull out the other, I'll have to show you that too, and pull out the other piece. This is sufficient water supply for me if I can get everything operational and working proper. So check this out. Okay, see the blue handle? That I have to, that's what's broke. It's cracked and it fits in there. So what I want to do is cut the pipe here and then put this in. That way when I get it fixed, I can just line it up on the other side, open the valve, and I'll be good to go. So this, see, so I'll put that in between, and that way when I get it, if I get it fixed, it'll still go in the other system. In the meantime, it won't. So here's my holdback girls, purple primer and red hot blue glue. I've seen it done. I've seen Bob come in with purple fingers, so apparently he didn't wear gloves. I'm gonna wear gloves. So I have all my little supplies here. What I have not decided is which saw. I have a reciprocating saw, battery operated, so it's not so whoo. powerful. But I bought Milwaukee blades, a set, and I have to determine which blade is going to cut the PVC the easiest and less risky. And what I got accomplished was the swamp cooler. The switch had broken in the greenhouse. So I got that replaced with no personal injury because it was a little traumatic, but I got it done. It's a very simple thing. Next time, I won't even panic. I'll know what to do. I'm hoping there won't be a next time. Okay, I'm tired of standing here. I'm gonna go somewhere else. So I'm gonna show you what I've been doing the last few mornings, and that is moving things into better positions and out of the way of the fence line. So I can do that a little at a time and not be in a panic. Okay, here's the area that I've been working on. I moved a whole bunch of stuff. See that right there? That is Portland cement. And the other problem, those are hard to do, man. And the thing is, you're real tempted when you pick them up and you pick one up and you're like, oh, that's not that heavy. It's not until you keep walking. That's when it gets heavy. So I'm gonna use my wagon. But I did a bunch of other stuff this morning. Okay, see the solar panel? Right now, it is in, I'm gonna walk you over, because I'm gonna show you. It's in what I call the morning position. So it's aimed more southeast, right? Okay, you want to know about the truck. There's a transmission in the back. You'll see the stick shift sticking out up like this. And Bob was going to put a new transmission in it and switch it from automatic to stick shift. And so there's that. But the solar panel, okay, originally Bob had it turned just south, and what was happening is that in the summer, the sun's setting way over here, and it was losing power way earlier. So way down here, Brady helped me, and we cut the pipe. I put a smaller pipe down in, but long enough that it goes up into the pole. And so now there's a screw that goes through about here, and then there's one below that for the evening position. So right now it's in the morning, and then it'll go like this, and I'll turn it this way. Away from the sun, you could hear the fan slowing down. So that's what it does. My swamp cooler for the greenhouse is underneath this. I'm trying to protect it from the heat of the sun in the afternoon, but it runs directly off of this solar panel. Okay, so it's been a very busy day, and I've got those projects started, and with and some of them complete, and I will look forward to when I do, but I'll take you along the journey. Meantime, just an update on the swamp cooler. It's just music to my ears to hear it running, and what's funny is it gives me an auditory of when all the batteries are charging, because I've got a system at the water house, system at the greenhouse, system at Bob's, system in my truck, separate in my shed, and another one in the tiny. All of them have to be maintained in some way. So now you know. I love y'all.
Morning, y'all. It's preparation day, and Shabbat's coming. But between me and Shabbat, it's a whole lot of rattlesnakes. And I've dealt with the one. And now the next rattlesnake is a swamp cooler that's not working properly during an excessive heat warning period that will go on the next 3 days. And I'm a little scared. I gotta get on the ladder. I gotta look down in a swamp cooler and then figure out what's wrong with it. I can do this. So this is how I deal. I cry, and then that turns into praying, and then Apple works it out for me. And I anticipate, my anticipation of what I've got to deal with, and my fears and anxieties are almost proven, always proven, a waste of time. Because Father always works it out. So I'm going to go take Buddy out. And then try to go work on the swamp cooler with a ladder and tools. I love y'all.
It's still Friday, and I am still trying to get the swamp cooler at Bob's place working. It looks like the pumps are working. It's the fan. And my help is from, my help comes from Adonai. So I'm having him wake people up in the morning, because I think it's like 6:30. And I turned it on while I had the top off and filmed it. I tried to make it a short one so that my helper, Larry, could see. And I've done what he told me. That was the next step. And so right now, let's see if you can see it. So bright. Where is it? There you go. Let me get my head out of the way. That's what my morning sky looks like. And I'm grateful, because all them clouds is keeping me from heat. But oh my goodness, it was so hot last night, and I felt so bad for Mona. So I think I'm on hold. And I'm not sure what to do next, or while I wait. Whew. Go get some water. Okay, sun's fast coming up. and I'm making my way to do what I need to do while I wait. This swamp cooler here, it does not appear the pump was working. The fan was working, but it was not cool at all. I gotta get me some gloves. So when I went in there yesterday, it was, my plants suffered because of this. And because of it not cooling, it was like 115 degrees in there. But the pump's definitely not running. And I definitely don't know how to take these 2 wires, make it work in there. Closer than I was. Now for the test. Okay. So the pump runs, but it's not pumping water. So I am suspecting that the hose is possibly blocked. So I'm gonna take it off and do something with it, maybe. Well, I feel a little silly. I think I had the hose on the wrong port. Let's try it. Good morning, y'all. It's Thursday, July 15th. Halfway through July, can you believe it? So they say we're in monsoon season, and last night, every 15 minutes, as you'll see, I got a message about flooding. I did not sleep most of the night, neither did Buddy, because along with the wind, which blew over and rolled around the desert, my metal chairs, my bucket, anything not tied down, my shade cloth, on the west side, of course, it came down. It always comes down out of there. But we're talking really hard wind. As a matter of fact, check this out. This is what blew in. I think you can see it, but this is what blew in my window last night. Can you see that? That's not dust. That's dirt. And it's everywhere. The dirt is everywhere. The major damage was done at the duck pen, where I lost most of the shade cloth and all of the tarps. So this morning, it's taken me hours to see what is happened in the yard. And it rained. I mean, it rained on my porch. That's how hard it rained. And everything out there got wet. Then the driveway has got a path in it now. It didn't used to have that. Because I'm serious. It has not rained here like this since, I know the last time I recorded rain was in March of 2020. Susie was totally freaked out. She's never seen rain before. Not like that, where it actually got the ground wet and stuff. But it was stuffy. I had to have the windows open, so that's why there is a layer of dirt on everything. I got up in the middle of the night, and I got up and swept my bed off and then got back in it. And I had to get all the dirt off of it because it was kind of sandy in there. I wanted to share with y'all that I thought that the Friday where I was trying to repair all the things and do all the things, I thought that I was just overheated and that's what I was dealing with. It turns out, because I listened to BP Earthwatch, and apparently we've been under some kind of, with the sun, gamma rays and stuff, that can affect your health. So who knew? But it coincides. The day it started was like on Friday, and then it lasted until yesterday, or during that time period. And that was the entire time period where I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything. It was all I could do to do the things I have to do, much less anything extra. So, but yesterday was better. I went to the store, I did laundry, I did my shopping, I came home, I unloaded everything. Here's what the thing is. After the rain, you don't realize how everything was covered in dust. All the plants look so green. There's dirt and mud and broke things everywhere. The work area, Bob's work area that I have been working for weeks on clearing up, and he had these boxes that had little pieces in them. The wind tore the box lids apart, and then it rained in every cubby. I can't let it sit in water. I got to do something. I just haven't figured out what. 3 boxes. And some of the stuff that was on the table is laying in the dirt and the mud. And honestly, after I repositioned the tarp on the duck pen. I took the old ones off. And then I put the one that I had tried to alter and put here, I put it on the duck pen. So it is kind of on the west corner. And then the other one is more to the east, southeast. So that as the sun moves across, I hope it works. I think it'll work. If it'll hold, as long as it holds. The tarp that is on the greenhouse, it's doing a thing. It ain't going to last if we get many more of these. And it has been a week of... The only thing different about last night was that we got rain. It has been that windy for a week. And stormy. Desert living. That's what you do in the desert. That's my little update for Thursday. And I talked to y'all because it's lonely up here on the mountain. Now, when I went into town, I saw my waterman, John, and his wife and their friend. I also refer to it as entertain them with my snake story. They got the... They didn't get the long 30-minute version. They got the 3-minute version. Some of you are thinking, why can't we just have the 3-minute version? because I can't edit when I'm out there. But anyway, it was a fun conversation. And speaking of the waterman, I have gone 10 days. This is the 11th day on the same water. And I still have a full tank. But I'm not going to last through the weekend. I don't want to risk that. So I'm going to have him come in the morning. And I know I'm kind of scattered, but that's how I feel. This video is real reflective of what's going on in me. So between I think I might be having a heart attack, so I took aspirin, and trying to get extra rest and being woken up in the night by thunderstorms and rain coming in the windows and doors. I'm okay. I'm okay. Because all I have to do is endure. All I have to do is survive. I don't have to build things. I just have to maintain what is already here. So, and that's a full-time job. So, I love y'all. So, I say that a lot, so don't say it so much. What was I saying?